Hey guys, so I'll be recording part 2 of my Igcse videos. So we're gonna continue where we left off after the ionic, after the formulae of the compounds. So question 2. Anyways, so it says define the term atomic number. So it's pretty straightforward because it's only for 1 mark. So the atomic number is the number of protons. That's all you need to know. You can write that and that will be enough to guarantee you 1 mark, which is how much it's for. That's it. You can say in one atom of an element, or you don't have to. The mark scheme says one number of protons is good enough. Anyways, question 2 says define the term nuclear number. So for me, I just think of this as atomic mass, but you should not let this you should not get confused. It's pretty much similar to what it is, but the thing is, simply saying that it's the atomic mass does not get you any marks, as I've seen the mark scheme. So in order to get the 2 marks, you need to first say it's the number of protons and neutrons that will get you 1 mark. And the second point is in one atom of an element. I have no idea why the mark scheme says this should be 2 marks. I would just say, to be honest, when I did this paper myself in 2016, I just answered number of protons and neutrons. But apparently the mark scheme says you have to specify that to get the second mark in one atom of an element. Should be an and there. But anyways, these type of questions are pretty much simple 3 marks. If you can get your definitions down, you'd be able to. And you don't even have to write a sentence. It's just a couple of words that you have to just give the gist of the answer to get the marks. So anyways, we'll be moving on to part B. So the table shows the number of protons, neutrons and electrons in some atoms or ions. Complete the table. The first line is given as an example. So this table shows you all the particles present in an atom and around the atom. So you've got the number of protons, and you've got the number of. Oops! It turns out I can't highlight properly. Number of electrons, and you have the number of neutrons. And they also give you the symbol of formulae. So you pretty much need to follow this. It can be an ion as well, that you have to remember that as well. So for this question, you have to follow this rule, y, x, and then the element name, which you can write as anything. So this is your mass, or nuclear number, and that's your proton number. So anyways, you need the periodic table for this. So the first example is already filled in. It says 6. Anyway, so the next one is, for this one it says 12 protons. So looking at the periodic table, you already know that's magnesium, Mg. And at the bottom you put 12 because that's what you have to put, the proton number. And the y value, or the top value, is going to be the sum of the protons and the neutrons. So it's going to be 24. Although before you do this part, you should check the number of electrons, because that might be greater or less depending on this, but in this case it's the same, so it's 24 mg, 12 mg, 24, however you want to say it. So anyway, so the next one is the oxide ion. It's given here. So it says O2 minus. So it means that actually it has 8 plus 2 electrons. That means it has 10 electrons in total. So that is that. That means basically the 2 minus means it has 2 extra electrons. Yep, 2 extra electrons. E minus, I'll just write that. It's a horrible way of writing E minus. Just write it here again. That's bad writing, I realize that. Sorry. So this part's done. Anyway, so the neutrons is just 16 minus 8. It's your top value minus the bottom value, so that should be 8. Part D, section D, particle D, sorry. And so the number of protons in this is 11. So looking at the periodic table, I believe that is sodium, Na. And now you look closely, it says actually 10 electrons, which is not equal to 11. So you have 1 electron less. That means that has a plus ion. That is a plus ion. So it's an Na plus ion. And it has 13 neutrons and 11 protons. So it has 11 Na 24. So yeah, this should be your answer. 24, 11 Na plus 24. That's the sodium ion. Sodium ion. I'm just writing it so you know, and that's the magnesium from before. So anyways, looking at this question, it's actually for 6 marks, and it's not, if you know this is basic manipulation of protons and electrons, and it links into the first part. So if you can do this part, you've pretty much got 8-9 marks guaranteed on the paper. And this is one of the simpler topics, you just have to memorize it. So anyways, I'll be uploading another video soon with part 3, which carries on to this. I'm sorry, it takes time, and I've been busy with my IB work. Anyways, I'll catch you guys soon.